Welcome to Homeopathy for Highland. On behalf of admins Dr. M. Jayabakiraj and Dr. G. Senthil Kumaran, we proudly pay this tribute on this occasion of Dr. Samuel Hahnemann's 259th birthday.
We, A.N. Nilamangai and Haripriya V, second year BHMS, present you today about how homeopathy emerged and proved to be one of the best treatments in the field of medicine. Today, we will describe about homeopathy, its discovery, how it was born, history of the founder, the genius who discovered this amazing system, about how homeopathy developed in India and how it is becoming popular nowadays.
So, let's start with the history of medicine. How did it all start? In ancient times, people thought that diseases were due to the displeasure of God. Soon as time flew, life became more complicated and humans changed their lifestyle. This changed lifestyle led them to have many types of diseases. As the centuries passed, different types of civilizations contributed to different developments in the field of medicine. Many people discovered different systems of treatment.
Hippocrates from Greek civilization made the first landmark in the history of medicine. He is often called as the father of the medicine. He separated disease and magic. In order to administer medicines, he recommended both dissimilar and similar laws. He advised to use the law of similia in curable diseases and law of dissimilia in incurable and palliative diseases. Hippocrates also believed in the theory of humors. He believed that the imbalance in the blood, phlegm, yellow bile and black bile is the cause for all the diseases. He also advocated diet, remedial management and regimen as curative process. Hippocrates believed in vis medicatrix naturae, that is, the healing power of nature. He insisted that nature heals and the physician is only the nature's assistant.
In the 18th century came the great physician Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. His full name was Christian Friedrich Samuel Hahnemann. He was born on 10th July 1755 in Saxony town of Meissen, Germany. He was born to Christian Gottfried Hahnemann and Johanna Christiana. Hahnemann joined the Prince's School in Meissen in his 16th year, where Magister Müller taught him several languages. As a young man, Hahnemann became proficient in a dozen of languages, including English, French, Italian, Greek, and Latin. He eventually made a living as a translator and teacher of languages, gaining further proficiency in Arabic, English, and Hebrew.
In his school, leaving ceremony in 1775 AD, he presented a Latin oration, The Wonderful Construction of Human Hand. Hahnemann studied medicine for 2 years at Leipzig. Citing Leipzig's lack of clinical facilities, he moved to Vienna, where he studied for 10 months. After 1 term of further study, he graduated MD at the Erlangen University on 10th August 1779, qualifying with honors.
In 1781, Hahnemann took a village doctor's position in the copper mining area of Hettestad in Mansfield. Since there was not much scope for practice there, he moved to Dessau. He married Johanna Leopoldine Henrietta Kuchler on 17th November 1782 and had 11 children. After abandoning medical practice and while working as a translator of scientific and medical textbooks, Hahnemann travelled around Saxony for many years, staying in many different towns and villages for varying lengths of time. Since he was not satisfied with the present-day systems of treatment like bloodletting, cupping, venisections, he started translating books.
In 1790, Hahnemann was busily translating Dr. William Cullen's a treatise on materia medica from English to German. While translating, the incredible genius noticed that Dr. Cullen mentioned that the curative power of the peregrine bark, that is the cinchona bark for malaria, is because of its bitterness. Hahnemann was not happy with that fact, so he himself took 4 drams of bark upon himself. He began to produce malaria-like symptoms. He was shocked to notice the results.
The inquisitive mind of Hahnemann wanted to repeat these experiments on his friends and other volunteers. As he expected, all of them had the same result. Hahnemann experimented with other medicinal substances which are more specific to certain diseases. All these medicines were capable of producing the same diseases state in the healthy humans for which they were used as specified medicines. In 1796, Hahnemann published the first essay on homeopathy, an essay on a new principle for ascertaining the curative powers of drugs, and some examinations of previous principles in Hofland's journal. Dr. Richard Hale calls this year as the year of birth of homeopathy. Homeopathy is based on the law similia similibus curantur, which means let likes be cured by likes. Homeopathy means to cure a patient with drugs which produce similar symptoms to the sufferings of the patient.
In 1805, Hahnemann published his major works, that is, The Medicine of Experience, Aesculapius in Balance. Between the years 1810 to 1921, 6 editions of Organon of Medicine was published, with 6th edition being the posthumous edition. Between the years, that is, 1811 and to 1821, Hahnemann stayed in Leipzig and started delivering lectures on homeopathy. These lectures was compiled into a book called the Leisure Writings. Hahnemann published Materia Medica Pura in about 8 volumes.
Hahnemann had to face several criticisms from the medical field for his discovery of homeopathy. Many journals like Anti-Organon, Anti-Homeopathic Archive were started against him. But Hahnemann stood firm as he strongly believed in his father's teaching. Prove all things and hold fast that which is good. Hence, Hahnemann used the words "ordiciper," which means dare to be wise.
Hahnemann's monumental work, The Chronic Diseases, Their Peculiar Nature and the Homeopathic Treatment, was published in the year 1828. Hahnemann shows that as most chronic diseases originate in a common source and are related amongst each other, a special class of remedies which were designated by Hahnemann as antisoric should be used in the treatment of those diseases. The common source of most chronic diseases, according to Hahnemann, is the miasm sora.
On 31st March of 1830, his wife Johanna passed away. She spent about 40 years of married life with Samuel Hahnemann.
In 1832, the first homeopathic hospital came in Leipzig using the money donated by Hahnemann's followers to celebrate the 50 years of his graduation.
On 8 October 1834, a lady named Mary Melanie de Havilly consulted Hahnemann for her skin ailment. He remarried her on 28 January 1835 in Cothen. She was 45 years junior to him. The couple soon moved to Paris. In Paris, Hahnemann got recognition, success, honor, money and peace. It was believed that even Melanie practiced homeopathy along with her husband in Paris.
Hahnemann breathed his last on 2nd July 1843. The cause of his death was bronchial catarrh. A group of homeopaths have suspected Madame Melanie behavior as she kept the body without burying for a few days. Later, in the year 1896, his coffin was placed in Paris with honor. His coffin was inscribed, "I have not lived in vain."
After the living years of Hahnemann, homeopathy developed and became famous all over the world. In India, it was introduced by Dr. John Martin Honigberger when he visited India. He was called in by Maharaja Ranjit Singh of Lahore, who was suffering from paralysis of vocal cords with swelling of feet. Dr. John prescribed Dulcamara and cured him. The Maharaja was also impressed when he cured his favorite horse of his ulcer of leg.
Within few years, homeopathy continued to spread and Indians found a reflection of their belief and cultural in its philosophy and principles. Further, Surgeon Samuel Brooking, a retired medical officer, established a homeopathic hospital at Tanjore, Tamil Nadu. He did it with the support of local Rajas. Dr. Cooper and Dr. Rutherford Russell, two government medical officers, developed homeopathy in Bengal. In 1862, the first on homeopathy named the Calcutta Journal of Medicine was published and edited by Dr. M. L. Sarkar. Homeopaths like Dr. Burgey, Dr. B. L. Bhaduri, LMS, Dr. Chandrasekhar Khali, Dr. G. N. Majumdar, Dr. N. M. Chowdhury, etc. played an important in the development of homeopathy in India.
The father of our nation, Mahatma Gandhi, says that homeopathy cures a larger percentage of cases than any other method of treatment and is beyond all doubt safer, economical and the most complete medical science.
In 1932, the first session of All India Homeopathic Medical Association, that is AIHMA was held in Calcutta under the presidency of Dr. Yunan. In 1954, Government of India constituted a homeopathic advisory committee. Minister of Health became its first chairman. There are about 110 institutes in India teaching homeopathy, all attached to universities. All teaching institutes have hospitals and dispensaries attached. In all India government hospitals, there are homeopathic wings. There are estimated 150,000 homeopathy practitioners in India.
According to the World Health Organization, homeopathy is the second largest system of medicine in the world. The homeopathy market in India today is worth around rupees 630 crore, growing at roughly 20% per annum. Homeopathy is known to treat many diseases such as migraine, diabetes, sinus problems, etc. Where homeopathy scores the most is in the treatment of children, as the medicines are easy to administer. Master Hahnemann has shown and led us in the pathway of cure. Let us all celebrate the birthday of our master, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann.